Yeah. 60 days, she posted in by 60 days. Same woman crying at my door, said she needed space to heal, apparently meant space to find a replacement. 60 days, I'm still unpacking, she's already adjacent to somebody new, whole aesthetic switched up for the occasion. New personality, unlocked new captions, new location. Tags and everything, I saw it and I sat with it. Didn't reach out, didn't react, just made a note of it. Noted that the years I gave condensed to 60 days. Noted that the love she sold me had an expiration date. Noted that I probably already knew somewhere inside, just needed the evidence to finally let the hope die. What bothers me ain't even her, I'm past her. Let me be honest, it's the time, the energy, the version of myself I promised to somebody who was already mentally checked out, while I was all the way in building what she checked out. And that's the real robbery, not the leaving, not the new man, not the post, not the captions, not the whole rebranding plan. It's the month she stayed while she was gone, that's the theft. All those conversations, all that effort, all that left on the table while she was somewhere else in her mind, smiling at me over dinner somewhere else at the same time. And don't talk about that part, the overlap of it, when there was you and already gone, that's the deepest hit. I don't wish her bad, I wish her exactly what she gave. A love that looks real on the outside but behaves like a performance when it's tested, like a contract with fine print, like something with an exit clause she never made distinct. New man's gonna find out who she is in due time. Everybody shows themselves eventually, that's by design. I'm just done being the one who learns the lesson first, done being the crash test dummy for whoever comes after the worst. I closed that chapter, dry-eyed, that surprised me. Thought it hurt longer than it did. Turns out 60 days teaches you exactly what the years were hiding. She never called me her man, just always called me hers. Like possession without commitment was a language she preferred. Always there when she needed me, always first on the call list. Always close enough to hold, but never making the full list of what she call official, what she bring around to people. Always, almost, always, nearly, always somewhere in the sequel, but never in the feature. Background row with leading feelings. I was building something real inside a space that had no ceiling or no floor. I could never figure which was missing, just knew the architecture of the thing required my submission to a situation that was comfortable for her, and slowly suffocating me behind a smile I learned to blur. She say I don't believe in labels, like it was philosophy, like she was above the definition, really just above committing to me. And I accepted it because the almost felt like something better than the nothing that was waiting if I called her bluff on it. Yeah. So I stayed half in, half invisible, fully invested in a woman who kept all the options carefully protected. Watched her post to life and I was never in the picture, except the one she sent me privately. That should have been the signal that I was private property, but not the kind she claimed. Present in the darkness, but excluded from her name, from a future, from a story, from the version she was building. I was somewhere in the footnotes of a life I was feeling almost ain't enough. Almost never is, almost got me years of my life invested in her almost love. Almost had me thinking half was better than none. Almost, and I stayed on almost long after I should have gone. The day I left, she acted like I blindsided her completely, like I hadn't been expressing this for months repeatedly, like the conversation hadn't happened in a dozen different rooms. Said she thought I was okay with how we were, and there's the wound, yeah, that I was performing okay so convincingly, that the woman I was loving didn't know she was losing me. That's on both of us, her for taking what I gave without the question, me for giving past the point of what the situation left in.
terms of dignity and self-respect and honest expectation. I love to end the comfortable, that's my contribution to the ending of something that was never really started. Almost had a love story, mostly just had a almost.
Yeah. I remember the exact moment I knew. Wasn't nothing dramatic, wasn't a scene. You just said something small and looked away after. Something in my chest went, yeah, I see. Not anger right away, just recognition. Like a light flickering on in the room I've been avoiding. I've been giving you the benefit of doubts I didn't actually have to give, just choosing. Because the history was long and the loyalty felt earned. And I don't throw those things away easy, that's not my nature. But nature don't care about history when the evidence is sitting right in front of you asking to be named. I named it, didn't say it out loud, just named it internally. Filed it, kept moving, watched a little closer. Ain't nothing colder than the man who sees you clearly. Yeah. Started going back through things with different eyes. The way you moved when I was winning versus when I wasn't. The enthusiasm that felt slightly off when good news came. Like the smile arrived a half second after it should've. That's a small thing, a real small thing. But small things are usually where the truth is living. Big betrayals announce themselves, it's the quiet ones that require a certain kind of stillness to catch. I think you wanted me adjacent to you, not ahead. Think my progress somewhere shifted how you saw yourself. And instead of doing the work that realization calls for, you just started redirecting something I couldn't quite tell. I don't hate you for it, people are complicated. Insecurity does things to people that love couldn't fix. But I'm not gonna keep watering something that's been slowly draining my soil for its own benefit. Ain't nothing colder than a man who sees you clearly. Hey. The distance wasn't sudden, I want you to know that. I don't ghost people, I'm not built like that. I just got quieter, less available, more intentional about where my energy was going and coming back. You noticed, I could tell by the way you started performing the old version of the friendship when I pulled back. Like the realness only showed up when there was something to maintain and retreated when the maintenance didn't feel worth the act. I grieved the version of you I thought I knew. That version was probably real at some point, I believed that. But people change direction sometimes without denouncement. And you were changed in ways that put you somewhere I can't be at. No confrontation, no dramatic exit, just a door I stopped walking through without making it a moment. I wish you well, and I mean that genuinely. But meaning it don't mean I owe you my presence. Ain't nothing colder than a man who sees you clearly. I didn't see it coming. That's the part that still gets me. Thought I was managing, thought I was functioning. I was empty, running through the motions so convincingly I fooled myself. Kept taking meetings, kept showing up, kept everything on the shelf of performance, never stopping long enough to register the accumulation of everything I hadn't dealt with properly. Just kept it moving, kept the calendar full. Thought busy was the same as okay, occupied the same as whole. And then one day the whole thing just stopped. Not dramatic, no collapse, no signal, it just dropped. Like a signal in a dead zone, everything went flat. And I sat in my apartment for 3 days, and I just sat. This is the floor, I finally found it. This is the floor.
there's a strange quiet at the bottom nobody tells you about. When there's nothing left to manage and nothing left to drown out, you just exist in it, the stillness of the ground. Something about that terrified me, something else found relief in it. Like I've been holding my breath for years and hitting the floor, man, I could finally stop pretending I was clear and finding solid. I was none of those things, hadn't been in longer than I want to name. Just got very good at keeping up the frame of a man who had it handled in the frame. Finally broke, sat inside the wreckage and out loud I finally spoke to nobody. Just said I don't know how to do this anymore. Most honest thing I'd said in years, probably more. This is the floor I finally found it. This is the floor. I didn't rise like people say. It wasn't like that. More like I just decided one morning to get off my back. Not because I had answers or because the pain had cleared. More because the ceiling was the last thing I wanted to face every day for years. So I got up, made coffee, opened the window, small things. Didn't call it recovery, didn't attach any meaning. Just moved one foot and then the other, that's all it was. Not strength, not inspiration, just physics. A body deciding to continue just the basics. I'm not healed, not standing at the mountain looking back. Still somewhere between the floor and somewhere I can't map. But I got up, and some days that's the whole thing. Some days getting up is everything.
I told myself I wasn't doing this again. Had a whole conversation with myself about it. Said not now, not him. You just got yourself back, you just found some ground. Last thing you need is somebody coming in and turning it around. But here I am sitting across from you, losing that argument, watching you talk about something small like it's the most important thing. And something in me just moved and I noticed it. Tried to file it away like I always do and couldn't file it. So I sit with it instead, which is new for me, letting something land. Usually I'm already building the exit before the feeling gets a chance to expand into something real. But with you I haven't done that yet. And that either means I've healed a little or I haven't learned my lesson yet. My better judgment said to keep it cool. My better judgment's been in every room. Kept me safe, kept me close, kept me from feeling much. I'm tired of agreeing with it, so I'm choosing you anyway. I know what I'm doing, let me be clear about that. Not naive, not reckless, just consciously choosing to act against the part of me that's been in self-protection too long. The part that built the walls and started calling the walls strong, when really they were just afraid, and I can see that now. I'm not trying to rush this, don't even fully know how to do this right yet. I'm learning while it's happening, which is terrifying and also kind of the most real thing I felt in years. And that's worth something even with the risk, even knowing I could be completely wrong about all of this. I'd rather find out trying than spend another year protecting myself from something I was too afraid to feel. My better judgment said to keep it cool. My better judgment's been in every room. Kept me safe, kept me close, kept me from feeling much. I'm tired of agreeing with it, so I'm choosing you anyway.
perfect at this. I'm just saying I'm in, and that's more than I've said to anyone.